Boy, I should have known. I should have known. When this series, I was being too lax. We were all being too lax with this series. We forgot how dark and messed up this show can be. With the last couple of episodes being hilarious and funny and some life lessons, but we totally forgot how messed up this show could be, man. Like, I just told you guys, I got off of reading some of the raws from the manga and showing how messed up the manga is, on even on some of the lighter ones. This, oh my mother. This came out of left field. We were expecting, you should have saw it coming. Every time when you do time magic, you try to change something, it never works out. Things get worse, or you're forced to face the facts that things are destined, predetermined, no matter how hard you try. In a way, you can say it's both for this one. And it's my God. This was just. So when they say that viewer expression of eyes popping up in the very beginning of the episode, we didn't even get an opening this episode. Instead, we just got, yay, prepare for some messed up stuff. And messed up stuff did we get. Like, ooh. So, and this will probably be some major strive for Elaina to want to better herself as a person. She's always been known to be a very cocky, egotistical kind of person who feel like she can do anything because she is a prodigy. It was even shown in the beginning of this episode where she was questioning the girl, Elster, who was just a year older than her, who took a while to learn magic. In a way, she seemed kind of felt like she was looking down on her, Even though Elster found a way to go back in time, even if it's for an hour. That's impressive. Really impressive. But Elaina, in a way, I felt like she was kind of looking down on Esther, despite that fact. Turns out Elster wanted to save a friend who the murderer of Robert King, the killer of parents, and then somehow she became infected and became a murderer, and then Alistair had to kill her friend Selena. So going back in time, and I like how they kept the rules of how they couldn't save her timeline best friend, but they can make a timeline where Selena is alive and doing well. I like how they kept that thing where so now everything's gonna be happy dory peachy, which I did enjoy that. Other shows have done that before. Dragon Ball Z, for instance, when Trunks was able to defeat the androids, where Goku and them were at, it didn't truly change his future. He go back to his timeline and he defeated the androids himself. So I like how they did that kind of timeline where because they changed the past, their time changes, and like that, it just creates another timeline. Your time stays the same unless you jump to that timeline and kill the person that you want to be in that timeline. They did in Rick and Morty. Well, anyways, time travel can be sometimes very complicated to explain, determine on how the creator is going to use it. And this way they use it not too complicated. But things didn't add up despite that fact. Now, when it came to Selena herself, we didn't see it coming. We did not see it coming, man. It was just, until Elena was put together, like, did a robber really stab someone repetitive times? Repetitive times? It seems more emotional, more personal, more of a grudge than anything. A robber wouldn't just come there to prepare to kill someone. They're there to steal. And, a kill, the stab right quick, threaten, and run away. But this is repeated kill. Like, sums up with that. And it turns out it was the little girl herself. Did she turn to some sort of dark magic or something and she learned how to do that? Because when she saw the fire, man, she was not making things worse. Dude, that little girl had the evilest smile. Like, I wasn't this shocked about who was an evil little child since that girl from ReZero from the village, who was turned out to be an assassin, who was working with Ursula. That was a shocker for me. And this one is just as much a shocker as well. But damn, man, I can't get over it. And seeing the face, how well, like, I haven't really fell in love with an episode from this series since Mira Rose. You know how much I love Mira Rose. And it all something to do with tragedy in the end. They tried so hard to reach their goal, and they finally did reach their goal. In the end, there's nothing left for them. They completely lost their minds in the end. When Alistair found out about the truth, oh man, was she heartbroken. To the point where even the ring didn't matter. She was using her memories as magical fuel in order to take down her best friend, who was using her. So the best friend was being abused by her parents, meaning her father was doing no things to her, which is a big no, by the way, people. You don't do that shit. That's just disgusting. But it drove her into madness. When you live in that kind of environment and there's no way out, people will crawl to the most darkest solutions to get themselves out of those situations. And sometimes there's no way back, no matter how hard you try. Even as a friend, you see someone going through that, and you think, maybe if I was there, maybe things could have changed. Maybe, maybe not. But these things are predetermined for a reason, unfortunately. And the way she killed her is just, Elaina wasn't stopping her. She snapped that girl's neck, even with a smile. It's like she offered her soul to a demon to get that kind of power that little girl had. The little girl's already dangerous as it was, just at that age. So imagine if she did grow up stronger than what she was. And of course, in the end of the day, she completely lost all her memories, all her memories of Selena, and and Elaina just ran. She ran out of that place. She like, yo, man, I can't do that, man. I can't. And she ended up crying. She wasn't able to do anything. And she realized one of the rules her mom gave her, that she is no different from anybody else. She is not that special. And this episode showed it to her in a way where she thought herself too much. She looked down on some people, even though they made some great strides. And she realized how powerless she was in the end. She couldn't do anything. She was no different and no better. And maybe this will finally. I knew this would come when the rules were contradicted, but I knew it was going to be like this. I did not know it was going to be like this, man. You threw me a curveball there, writer. Good job. Good job indeed. So now, we'll see what happens. Time will pass. Will she have come into regrets later? We'll have to wait and see. A good time for her to grow. But then again, it shows how dangerous it is witches are in this world. The fact that witches can completely change countries and go back in time and add curses and so many other things. It's scary how much witches are in this world. And if they wanted to, could easily take over this world. That world so easily without even trying. That kind of worries me how there isn't this defense force to keep witches in check. That is very interesting. The witches are roaming around. But maybe that comes into later in the future where some great catastrophe happens, so the whole entire world notices, and then, I'm just thinking outside the box, people. But I'm just saying, it's just strange how these witches aren't in check by the powers that be. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, that's going to end up one hell of an episode, ladies and gentlemen. One hell of an episode indeed. Jesus Christ. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope you guys are enjoying the journey of Elaina. like much as I am. If you are, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Matt Crown on Manime, signing out.